Taking a case.
What kind of case?
What does it matter?
Because you wouldn't be announcing it like that if there wasn't something wrong.
It's a case that came from Professor Gerard.
What?
A man who used to work at Liberty Rail says the real cause of the crash was covered up.
Then refer him to a firm that takes whistleblower cases, because we don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Then don't. But there's a reason lawyers who take whistleblower cases don't work here. And it's because corporations don't appreciate shakedown artists.
And what if this isn't a shakedown?
And how do you know it isn't?
What I know is that innocent people died. Mothers and fathers and sons and daughters. And if somebody's covering up why that happened and I can stop it, then I'm going to.
And I said you're not.
Well, but you also said that Professor Gerard didn't know my secret. Harvey, I know, you'll never tell anyone, but someday someone's gonna find out who will, and I'll be done.
Mike, he's never
Harvey, I got into this whole thing so that I could try to help people. And I don't know how much time I have left, so please, let me try and help these people.
Then you better make damn sure this whistleblower isn't full of shit.
So you're saying that the train crashed because the heat sensors failed?
I'm saying that all the heat sensors on the entire fleet were faulty, and they knew about it.
Then why didn't you come forward with this before?
You mean before they fired me for coming forward with it?
Which brings me to my next question. You've had 4 different jobs in the last 6 years.
What do you get now?
I want to know why.
I move around. It's not uncommon in my business.
Move around or keep failing?
I got fired for blowing the whistle, not for messing up on the job.
It's not what your last performance review says.
I don't give a shit what it says. They used that as an excuse to fire me, and my reviews before I came forward passed with flying colors. I'm a solid worker. How the hell do you think I got this?
I know your reviews are stellar. What I need to know is if there's anything out there that we don't have, because they're going to come at us any way they can. And when they do, it's not going to be about heat sensors. It's going to be about you.
Yeah, I don't care if I'm the worst guy in the world. I know I'm not the only guy in that company that knows those sensors are faulty.
What are you talking about? It's a memo ordering the report and another email acknowledging its existence.
We got him.
We do.
Set a meeting. Let them do the talking, then drop the hammer and stick a settlement down their throat before they know what hit them.
I appreciate the advice, Harvey, but this time I'm going in with the hammer in my hand and I am coming out swinging.
Okay, big talker. How much you asking for?
$40 million.
Are you kidding me? They'll pay 10 times that without even trying.
Not when I tell them they're gonna have to admit what they did.
Are you nuts?
No, I am not. We are not sealing this settlement. And before you say another word, this is my case.
I don't care whose case it is. They're never going to admit what they did. Pick a higher number and let them seal it.
Harvey, you told me to prove this wasn't a shakedown. Now you want me to take money to cover things up? You know what that is? A shakedown.
A shakedown is when your case has no merit. This is the way things work.
Not to mention, if we quietly settle, we don't have to worry about scaring away our clients.
That's why it's the way things work.
Harvey, people died in this crash.
And they're not coming back no matter what Liberty Rail admits.
You are such a cold, heartless son of a bitch.
And this isn't about your parents. So back them into whatever corner you want, but when they refuse to admit what they did, you are not going to trial.
Stay out of my case. What the hell is this?
Well, you wanted the report. Here it is. Your client wasn't lying about its existence. He was just lying about everything else. We ran repeated tests on our heat sensors, and they passed every one.
This is bullshit.
The only thing that's bullshit is Joe Henderson. He doesn't care about the accident. All he's trying to do is shake us down exactly like he did at his last 4 jobs.
What the hell is that?
His last 4 lawsuits? Did you think we wouldn't find out about them just because the records were sealed? Mr. Ross, your client's been playing the whistleblower lottery for years. He's never won before. He's not going to win today.
We have a problem.
I'm listening.
Liberty Rail's report directly contradicts our claim.
That's a big damn problem.
I believe my client, Harvey.
Based on what, your gut?
No. I found the guy who wrote the report. He's on indefinite leave in Australia, where we can't subpoena him.
So it's our word against theirs.
Which is why I'm here. Joe Henderson made 4 other claims in the last 6 years.
You're shitting me.
Harvey.
That's it. I'm pulling the plug.
I knew it. I knew you would bail on me the second this thing did the smallest bump.
Bail on you? I backed you because you told me you had a case.
I do have a case. I told you, they got to this guy.
And you got no proof of that.
And if this were your case, you would be begging me for help to get it.
It's not my case, it's yours. And now you're asking a jury to believe these guys fabricated a report based on the word of a career whistleblower.
No, I am asking you to believe
It
it.
doesn't matter what I believe. This guy is a goddamn shakedown artist and I'm pulling the plug.
I don't care what he is. I'm not a goddamn shakedown artist.
Mike.
Harvey. You told me that those people weren't my parents, but they are somebody's parents. Please.
You got 24 hours.
They knew this could happen and they didn't fix it before?
Yeah, Donna, and then they rolled the dice.
Well, what about now? Are those trains still messed up? Because that would make them monsters.
They are monsters, but that would also make them idiots, and they're not idiots.
Well, what are you talking about?
Well, they must have fixed the sensors by now. Otherwise, if it happened again, they'd all go to jail.
Well, if they fix the sensors, then there has to be a paper trail.
Of course there is.
Then all you have to do is get it.
What do you think I've been trying to figure out all night?
What's to figure out? Subpoena it.
Yeah, there's only one problem. Harvey only gave me 24 hours.
But now that you've come up with this, maybe Harvey will change his mind.
Donna, I have a theory that I can't prove in an opposition that's shown they're willing to alter evidence. He's not going to change his mind, and you know it.
There's got to be another way.
Donna, look, I appreciate what you're doing. But unless you have this other way in your pocket, please just leave me alone and let me try and think this thing through.
Is your name Danielle?
That's what it says on the plate, isn't it?
Well, Danielle, I'm here to pick up the documents I ordered an hour ago, and if you don't give them to me in the next 15 seconds, today's gonna be your last day.
You didn't talk to me.
I said hold on, damn it. Look, I don't have time to play who spoke to who. I am up from DC because as it is, these documents weren't sent when they were promised.
I'm sorry, what is it you need again?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All the maintenance work orders from the past 6 months.
I can't let you have that without authorization.
Well, then by all means, let's call your supervisor and we can tell him how you'd rather play Farmville than cooperate with me.
Who did you say you're with again?
Have you heard of the National Transportation Safety Board?
They'll give you what you need in the back.
Maintenance records showing they replaced the heat sensors on all of their trains within 6 weeks after the derailment. Now, why would they do that if they never failed a safety test?
They wouldn't.
Which means Joe Henderson was telling the truth.
I can think of 3 different ways they'll explain this away.
Not if we can get them on record before they know we have it.
And why don't they know we have it?
The same way I didn't know they got Joe Henderson sealed records.
Which means you did something sketchy.
Harvey, do you want to spend all night asking me exactly what I did or did not do, or do you want to help me right a wrong?
Donna, set a deposition with Liberty Rail and tell them this time it won't just be Mike.
I'm on it.
Where'd you get these? I'll tell you what I told Joe Henderson. It doesn't matter where they came from. It just matters that they're here.
I need to talk to my client.
That's a good idea. You should discuss how many zeros you're gonna write on that check.
And one more thing. You're not only gonna write a check, you're gonna write a public admission because people died in that crash.
That's not how this works.
That's how it works today.
You really gonna force him to make a public admission?
Damn right I am.
What are you, Mahatma Gandhi?
Somebody has to be. You were too busy demanding a bunch of zeros.
Well, I was just looking out for you. These suits don't pay for themselves.
No, they don't. Mike, great job. You really stepped it up.
Thanks, Harvey. I think you might be starting to come into your own, too.